Welcome to the Bitcoin update. Okay, guys, so we are really close to a new all-time high. Okay, we tested the 1 hour top. Okay, the 1 hour top here. It was already tested, so that kind of polarity. This one creates polarity. It's a break level. Okay, it came down straight 5%. It creates the range, so that represents the top there. So I believe that we are really close to a new all-time high, but we also need to understand that testing the high, it doesn't mean that we are going to break up. Okay, we on the 4 hour had this really big down trend, right? We test that for the last time here. On the second, it just breaks up. So we might still test the backside of the trend or even lower. I have a possible creation of the 4 hour range trend here and the biggest trend, the major trend here on these two candles. Okay, so this is kind of not created yet, and this is also not created yet. Okay, we might go a little below the trend here. I'm not really sure this is a good trend, but I want to see if we are going to test the trend and the levels that are not tested, like this 4 hour untested candle. Okay, we are now holding this 4 hour that was already tested one time. We might just break down. Let's see if we are really going to hold it again and maybe trying to attack the all-time high. Okay, I don't need this line here. So on the daily, okay, we have a lot of supports here. Okay, guys, on this range, we have this 4 hour that was already tested. It's like the base of this range, so we can test that again and still keep the uptrend. Okay, because in the future we might be able to adapt the trend and maybe creating the daily trend here. I believe the daily here it's the same as the 4 hour. Yeah, this is like the same trend. Okay, so daily untested candle. I have the 4 hour there. We don't go to the daily candles. We go to a greedier candle. This 4 hour is untested. Okay. This 4 hour might be untested because the price just drops below the candle. It doesn't use that candle in the future. Okay, after that break, the price just breaks up. So we have polarity here that already hold it one time. Okay, previous resistance turning into support, hold it one time. It might hold it the second time, and if that happens, this trend is not possible. Okay, so on the 4 hour, I believe I told you guys about everything here. On the daily, also, oh, come on, trading view. We can also create the daily downtrend. Okay, so we need to understand that we have the 4 hour range trend here. Okay, and on the daily, we have the top here, a top white candle to the second white candle, and if we adapt this, guys, just not going to give us a right trend. Okay, but in the future, okay, we can adapt the trend here. Let me just turn this blue, and we might be creating the daily downtrend. Okay, and we need to understand that we created a lower low from this range here. Okay, but that in a way gives strength to try and attack the highs. Okay, that's why the price is so high right now, trying to attack the all-time high. So on the daily, we have untested candle there. I already told you guys. Okay, for our base of this little range, and that's where I'm going right now. Okay, 1 hour. Come on. Oh, come on, trading view. Okay, 1 hour, guys. We got the rejection here. We have a trail of the 1 hour. So as you can see, this is kind of the top on hour. Okay, this is a 1 hour inside that top. So we reject the backside. We don't go to the greater level, and that's like failing to go to that candle. Okay, we have the 1 hour here, it ladders to this one is not tested, so we might go there again and still keep the laddering down on this range, of course. And we still have this untested candle, okay, as a greedier level. But honestly, if we go there, we are probably going to break up, okay. I'm gonna mark this one here, and the one that I had marked, it just the price failing to create this 1 hour as support, okay. After testing this 1 hour, okay, as you can see here, it failed to go above that, it failed to create support from that candle. And on the 15, that's going to be really obviously, we just keep laddering down, creating some lower highs, okay. As you can see here, we have the high here, we have the high here, it failed to go there, okay. So we just created a little, it's not kind of lower high honestly, because it's actually a little above, but it failed to go there, and it's just a 15, okay. The important thing is that above this line, the 1 hour, we weren't able to open and close a white candle to create that as a support. And as you can see on the 15, every level here was tested by some candle, right? And it wasn't able to keep the trend. It failed to create the 1 hour, and the price just comes down, okay. So I can delete this 15, okay. This 15 isn't tested, but I'm not really expecting any kind of move there. We probably add some 15-minute downtrend. Let me first see that on the 1 hour. Okay, let me see if we have an interior trend. We probably have something here. Let me check this one here. Okay, let me adapt there and see that on a 15. Yeah, I believe the 15 is better. Okay, 15, something like this. It's probably the best trend, okay? Not really important, it's just a controller trend because it's a trend on a 15. It might be something like this, and then we create from that point over there. Probably this was a good trend here. Yeah, probably this was a good trend here. It tried to break it on a 15, but it wasn't able to create the 1 hour, so the price keeps laddering down, okay? But yeah, on the higher time frames, guys, Bitcoin is still really bullish, okay? We might see a little rejection here, maybe even coming down to some levels here. I believe that if we break down this polarity, we probably are coming down to the base here, okay? But if we hold this polarity, okay, if we hold above this, we are probably going to try and attack the highs again and maybe creating a new all-time high, okay? Just don't be too greedy about that, creating a new all-time high. Not really important, okay? Just be careful with your trades, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys liked it, and see you guys on the next video. Thank you.